pet. It's time to wake up. You know, it's rather inappropriate that my pet sleeps in rather than his master, don't you think? Oh, don't look at me like that. Don't think that you can sway me with your adorable sleepy face. Bad boy, taking advantage of my soft heart like that. Come now. Time for you to get up. It wouldn't do if the servants came in here and saw their master sharing a bed with her pet. Sleeping under my sheets, no less. Up, up. Ah, not so fast, pet. Aren't you forgetting something? That's better. Don't tell me you've forgotten one of your duties is to give me a good morning kiss. Is this your way of apologizing for your naughty behavior so early? I suppose I can be convinced to forgive you. Don't let it happen again, though. Otherwise, you will have to give me more than a kiss to get back into my good graces. Such a beautiful sight seeing you like this. Your back is so splendid in the morning light. And I admit I like admiring my handiwork. I'll have my nurse give you some lotion for those scratch marks. I'd be beside myself with grief if I did any permanent damage to that body of yours. Then again, perhaps it would be fair in return for the bruise you left on my bottom after last time. Oh, don't make such a worried expression on your face. You know very well that I enjoyed it. I couldn't punish you for something that I instructed you to do. Yes, you may put on your shirt now. I've enjoyed the view for long enough. We must get ready. We have a busy day today after all. Yes, we. I have a meeting today with a business partner out in the countryside. And I was thinking, since you've been so well behaved lately, that I would let you escort me today. Ha! Oh, no, no, no. Quite the opposite. I would not call them a friend, so much as someone whom I would be utterly repulsed by, were it not that they were useful to me. Well, I could overlook the fact that they are an absolute bore, but it's the fact that they have such an inflated opinion of themselves. Typical lone-born noble. Owns some land out in the country, controls a few rural villages, and suddenly she thinks she can sit at the table with the high-born nobility. You think I'm being too harsh? Trust me, pet. You understand once you are there. We are going there because, unfortunately, she has rule over the mines in her area. One in particular is of importance to me. Until somewhat recently it was nothing more than a steel mine. But, with the recent discovery of mana crystals in this mine, she suddenly became very useful to me. The reason I am taking you... Well, technically there are two reasons. The first is, of course, because I like having you around. It helps me to keep my composure if I am becoming particularly irritated. I can pet you until I've been able to calm down. The second reason is for bragging rights. Normally, I would find using my material wealth to show off the difference in our power and influence to be tasteless. However, in this case, I'm quite looking forward to it. As I said before, this novel has a very high opinion of themselves, and in true arrogant fashion, she has taken up a number of hobbies to try and flex her wealth. One of these, I have been told, is collecting humans. I want to remind her that the true sign of wealth and taste isn't quantity, but quality. No matter how many humans she may have, there is no possible way that she will have anyone as perfect and beautiful as you. It will make my day to see her smug little face wrinkle with envy. Now then, enough wasting time with chit-chat. It's decided, you are coming. Now run along and tell the maid to pick an outfit for you that will match my dress. Oh, and put on that new collar I bought for you. The one with the belt on it. It looks so cute on you. Well, here we are. I'm shocked. The decor of the manor is actually quite understated. When did that little nitwit get so tasteful? I wonder. More than likely she just had a designer from the city come and do it for her. Last time I saw this place, it was covered in filigree and gold leaf as far as the eye could. Ah, Philandria! How wonderful to see you again! It's been far too long. How have you been? Oh yes, I see you've made some changes to the manor. It's wonderful, really. You had one of the best designers in the capital come all the way out here to design it for you? You don't say. Oh yes, I'd be delighted to join you for tea. We both would. Oh, this. Why, this here is my new pet. Say hello, pet. Oh yes, he's quite shy. Very well behaved. And very easy to tame. He cost a small fortune. But I think it speaks for itself given how well bred he is. Oh, but speaking of humans, I've heard that you become quite the collector of them yourself. I would love to see some of yours. Oh, you say you have a human whom you think is just as high a caliber? Really? I would be very curious to see them if you would be willing to show me. Lead the way. Well then, Let's just see this human of hers she thinks could ever match my beautiful pet. Angry? No, of course not. Why would I be angry? This little blue-beat noble just insulted my darling pet by daring to say he has an equal. Why would I ever be angry? Why are you getting on your knees? Oh. Oh, my darling pet. That's right. I shouldn't let her get under my skin. We both know that no matter what humans she brings, that they could never compare to you. My sweet, darling, good boy. What? Oh, so this is your human. I see. She's... well... yes, she's quite a beautiful specimen, I must admit. Where on earth did you find her? The auction house down in the market district. Really? What a funny coincidence. That is the same place where I found my pet. I suppose we shall both have to keep an eye on them from now on. They certainly have a knack for stalking pretty things, don't they? She's not a pet. Then what is she to you? You made her a servant. How novel. I wouldn't have thought to make such a pretty little thing like her do manual labor. What if she were to get damaged? Oh, come, Flandria, my dear. You really mean to tell me you would just replace her with another? Surely you don't have more as adorable as her lying around. Pet? What's wrong? You suddenly look very tense. Do you know that female? She was one of the members of your adventuring party when you were captured. Really? A pretty little female like that was an adventurer. Oh, no, it's nothing. My pet was just politely asking if he could use the restroom. Such a well-mannered pet, knowing to ask his master's permission. Perhaps you would be so kind as to allow your your servant, there to show him where the servants' quarters are? Thank you very much. Go on then, pet. Go with her servant. It will give us time to get our business affairs in order. I warned you about this, pet. Most Drow see your kind as merely tools. You may catch up with your little friend, but don't do anything foolish. I can only keep you safe if you're a good pet and do as you're told. Just telling him to behave himself. He's a good boy, but you know how these things can get when you let go of the leash a bit. Now then, about the mines. I've noticed that your mana crystal shipment has been a bit light as of late. I wonder if there was a reason for this. Ah, there you are, pet. I was starting to wonder if you two got lost. Come here. Kneel next to me. Good boy. Did you have a good time with a laundry servant? Hopefully not too good of a time. Oh, come now, pet. Don't act like you're unaware. Her servant has been staring at you like a love-struck child since she walked in. What was it you two were talking about? You want me to what? Rescue her? And pray tell, pet, why would I do something like that? Pet, do you understand what you're asking me? There you go again, making that pitiful, pleading face. Perhaps I have spoiled you too much. You've become too demanding. I'll see what I can do. You owe me a lot after this bet. I hope you didn't plan on sleeping tonight, because you have a full night ahead of you. Oh, terribly sorry about that, Philandria. But it would seem that my little pet has become quite smitten with your servant there. Yes, I suppose it's only natural. Those little animals can't help themselves, you know. Though, this gives me an idea. What were you to say if I were to offer to buy her from you? Call me soft, but I find it kind of cute that they've become so quickly attached to each other. And it would be such a pity to tear them away so quickly. I mean, just look at them. Making stupid little lovey-dovey eyes from across the table at each other. Oh, I'm well aware that she is your prize human, and I am willing to negotiate with you for her. Yes, I must insist. I can't bear to see my pet so depressed from his little crush taken away. Here, I'll pay you what you owed for her. Just give me the price. You don't want money from me? Then what exactly do you propose? You can't be serious. You really expect me to give you 20% of my shares of the mana crystal business in return for this? This human girl? Regardless of how pretty a bauble she is, she's still just a human. No. I see now that you've no idea how to make a deal. Our business is concluded. I was going to offer to give you your pick of the litter when they had pups, but you're clearly not interested in being civil. Thank you for the tea. It was lovely. But it would appear our time is up. Come, pet. Say goodbye to the female. I'm afraid that her master would rather waste her on manual labor than see her put to better use. Don't make that face at me, Pat. I'm hardly in the mood. Besides, you should know better than that to think your master will lose a negotiation with such a smug... What is it now, Philandria? Her business was concluded. I am a very busy woman. Please speak quickly with what you want. You'll make me another offer on the human? Very well, I'm listening. But my patience grows thinner by the second. I see. So, in return for the female, I'll pay you half of what you bought her for, and see it on the mana crystal stocks board. I can't outright give you the seat. Not even I have that much authority. But I can ensure that if you would run for the position, I will give you my support. And the first child they make together. No doubt with their looks combined, they will make offspring of unrivaled beauty. Very well. I agree to your terms. You drive a hard bargain. That is a small price to pay to keep my little pet happy. Silly little idiot. So hungry for influence. So easy to manipulate. You're welcome, by the way, pet. We shall have to do this again soon, Philandria. You there, servant girl. You belong to me now. Collect your things if you own any and get into the carriage. You have no things. Even simpler. We are going now. You may sit across from my pet and keep making those eyes at him, but never forget, he is my pet. He sits next to me. You don't know what I mean. Oh, my foolish new pet. I know that look. The look of a woman smitten by a man. It looks good on you. But just keep in mind, no matter how much you think that you love him, I love him more. He is mine. Actually, thinking about it, so are you. Thank you for listening. If you are still here, please leave a like and a comment. Pink must love being in control. And don't forget to hit the notification button to not miss my next video. Thank you for all the nice comments, your support, messages on Patreon, and always listening. And, as always, I want to thank my Patreons for their continuous support, allowing me to work on this channel for all of you. And special thank you goes to ADM Pineda 198, Altivo, Andre Hokestra, Adnaven, Axon, Brandy Corel, Camo Ren, Kydex 22, David Shepard Jr., David West, E-Man, Filthy VA, GX Prime, Haveman, Junior, Lord Butano, Marty, Mr. Hydrich, Mr. Dude Person, Nemictus, Raphael, Red Demon, Risky Place, Reoxxx, Sally, The Lightning King. To waifu or not? Tricky. Idle Wolf. UQ Hello. Thank you, baby cakes. See you soon.